Hi everyone, I'm Hayley. I'm always in the craft room, and this week I wanted to talk to you about one of my all-time favourite autumn-winter top patterns. It is this, the Seamwork Astoria. I'm sure you've seen it around. It's been very popular throughout the sewing community. I resisted it for a while, but now I've made it. I'm so glad I did, and I have so many outfits to show you from this one simple top. So settle in with a cup of tea. This is probably going to be a long one because we're starting with story time. Are you familiar with the kids' book, You Give a Mouse a Cookie? Because that's how these tops came about. Once upon a time, I made a jumpsuit. And if you have been following this channel for any length of time, you know the one I'm talking about. It is the Republique du Chiffon Dominique jumpsuit. And I made it in an animal print. You've seen it, I wear it all the time. It's honestly one of my all-time favourite garments I've ever made, except I don't love the fabric. So it was dead stock fabric from ready to wear that was sold as probably viscose, but we can't be sure. Well, let me tell you, I'm sure it's 100% polyester. And I think that because every single time I wear that jumpsuit, getting in and out of my car, I give myself an electric shock on the door handle every single time. It's really annoying, but it doesn't stop me wearing it because I love it so much. And actually, the polyester is fine given that it is a sleeveless jumpsuit. Anyway, I made the jumpsuit, I was left with a remnant, and I thought it just can't be anything that touches my torso because of this electric shock problem. I don't want a dress, I don't want a top. What could I do with it? Ooh, a skirt. So you've probably seen bias cut skirts are all over sewing YouTube, all over the high street at the moment. And I thought that fabric would really suit a bias cut skirt. But me and bias, we're not really friends. We're getting on a bit better since this summer I made the Georgia's Portfolio Mellow dress, which is bias cut, and I do absolutely love it. But there was drama because I made a top first and I didn't follow George's very specific instructions for working with the bias because I thought I knew better, and I ended up with really wibbly wobbly wavy seams. So I've learned that with bias you do need to handle it differently, carefully. You need to think more about seam finishing and the actual seams themselves. Also, it takes up a lot of fabric. I didn't have loads. Bias cut garments can be kind of clingy, which I'm not a great fan of. And also, the main reason I didn't go with a bias cut skirt is that I don't actually have a bias cut skirt pattern. And yeah, I don't like buying new patterns. I don't like paying for them, downloading them, storing them, printing them, taping them, cutting them out, or altering them. Which is probably why I resisted getting the Seamwork Astoria for so long. It's a free pattern if you sign up for Seamwork. I will talk more about that in a bit, but I just genuinely don't like accumulating loads of patterns. It stresses me out. Anyway, I had a look through the pattern stash, and what do you know? I had something absolutely perfect. It's, I was going to say a wardrobe pattern, but it's not a wardrobe pattern. I guess it's just a skirt pattern with loads of views. And one of them was this panelled skirt that has the look and the effect of the bias cut skirt I was going for, but none of the issues I've mentioned with cutting things out and sewing on the bias. So I cut that out. I did make one alteration, and that is to the waistband. You will see in the line drawing that the waistband has a little dip at the front, and this is just me, I'm sure, but there's something vaguely anatomical about that that I just don't like. So when I cut it out, I straightened that. I straightened out the waistband, I straightened out the dip in the front pieces, but then apart from that, I cut it out absolutely as is. And I just got it out of this remnant of animal print. I whizzed the skirt up on the overlocker because since I'm not really dealing with the bias, don't need to be too cautious. It was actually a really quick make. It has a waistband and a side seam invisible zip. Tried the skirt on, I absolutely loved it. But you give a mouse a cookie, I realised I had nothing to wear with it. Most of my tops are prints. I'm drawn to prints. I like them. I like buying fabric that's got fun prints on it. And usually I am a print on the top, solid bottoms kind of girl. Because when I have tried making wild trousers such as these, I always feel like I'm in my pajamas. So usually I steer away from the patterned bottom half. Anyway, because of that, I had virtually no plain tops. I had a white cotton kind of t-shirt, which was too voluminous to wear with a skirt, just didn't look good. And I had one black jersey t-shirt, which I could tuck in, which did look quite nice, but had its own issue in that the top was black and short sleeved, which reads summer, but the skirt was polyester, and I don't love wearing black in the summer, I just don't. So I didn't really like that outfit that much. And just looking at the skirt, to me, the print is so autumnal. I wanted something that would take it into autumn and winter. So I thought of the Astoria sweater by Seamwork, and I realised this was my sign to finally get it because I had been umming and ahhing about it for a long, long time. And I'm pleased to say that when I downloaded it and eventually made up this sweater, I was very pleased with the results. It's exactly the outfit I'd envisaged. Skirt, tights, boots, fitted top. I just absolutely love it. It's perfect. So I mentioned that the pattern is free if you sign up for a Seamwork subscription. I did the 2-week trial just to see what I thought of the Seamwork community and downloaded this as my free pattern. I did not end up staying with the subscription just because I don't really have time to use all of the forums and everything. And I was attracted by their Plan Your Own Wardrobe workbook, which you get for free when you become a member. And it's so lovely. It's got all these worksheets and croquis that you can add your drawings on. And it really appeals to me because I'm one of those people. I love stationery, I love planning, but I have to be strict with myself because I can end up spending so long on all the elaborate plans and the notebooks and getting a new file of facts and putting little tabs on all the edges that I waste all the time that I could be sewing, planning, sewing. So I decided I know what I want to make at the moment. I'm not short of inspiration. I have a good plan for my autumn winter sews. So yeah, at this time, Seamwork isn't for me, but definitely check them out if you're interested. And if you go to the Seamwork YouTube channel and sign up using their link, I think you do get 50% off your subscription price. So if you are interested in this sweater or Seamwork generally, go find their channel and use their link. So let's rewind a bit. I'd made the skirt. I decided that I wanted a plain Astoria top to wear with it. And I went shopping for some fabric at last year's Harrogate Knitting and Stitching show. And that's where I bought this fabric. It is, I think this is what they call an Arctic fleece. It's really fluffy on the inside. It's like fleecy and cozy, like a sweatshirt fabric on the inside, but the outside is just a really plain knit. I think it's an Arctic fleece, but correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, I chose this at the show, brought it home, but of course I didn't want to cut into my good fabric with a brand new pattern from a pattern company I've not used before. So we needed a toile. So before I made this white version, I did a test version in this sweater knit. And this was a remnant that I got from Abercorn in their remnant bin. And it is a really, really super soft and cozy sweater knit. Just so soft and snuggly. It has quite a lot of stretch and I just love the print. So I made this one up first. I measured in the Seamwork sizing chart to be, let me check my notes, a small on the bust, a medium on the waist, and a small on the hips. So you know, when you're between sizes and you do have to give it some thought, don't you? I decided that I didn't want it super fitted, and I definitely didn't want it tight in the waist. So I decided to just cut a straight size medium for this grey one. So that is a bit larger than it's meant to be on the bust. It doesn't even come down to the hips, so I didn't think that was particularly relevant, to be honest. I also did on this one a square shoulder adjustment. I do that on all patterns because, no, wrong side. I still can't do this left and right thing in the camera. Look how square that shoulder is. I mean, a normal person's shoulder, I can't even do it, would be like that. Mine is naturally almost completely square, and because of that, it lifts up the whole garment on my shoulder, and then the neckline cuts. So I always do a 1.5 centimetre square shoulder adjustment, which raises the whole arm thigh and the shoulder point. So I did that on this one, and I was super pleased with the fit. So I will show you some outfits that I put together using this top. The first one being my swim style collar loungewear pants in grey ponte. And you guys, this is my favourite work from home outfit. It's warm, it's cozy, it's soft, it's snuggly, it's so comfortable. And yet, because of the fun print, I feel really cool in it. I just feel great wearing that. And it is the kind of outfit that I would run and pick the kids up from school in. So that's great. I'm not having to get changed. The only thing with the swim style collars, and it's just inherent in this style of garment, is the wide, long leg is problematic if it's rainy or just in general autumnal weather. My girls' school is down a country lane, and even where there are some pavements, they just get leafy because there's trees everywhere. So there's just slimy, sludgy leaves everywhere this time of year. So the collars aren't great for pickup all year round, but I would happily leave the house in this most of the time. On those days when I have been wearing this outfit to work from home, when I do pick up, it's wet and rainy or leafy, I just throw on these ready to wear jeans and I'm good to go. The whole cropped trouser thing, I took a while to come around to it, but you know what? It is great for a rainy day. I'd rather have cold ankles than wet hemlines because jeans take so long to dry out, don't they? And I'm one of those people who always sits with my feet up under me. So if I come in from outside and I've got wet hems, it's just horrible. No. So that's what I would just throw on to go and pick the girls up. But this outfit is something that I happily wear to meet friends for coffee, go for a walk with them, run errands. I really love the look of this top with those plain black jeans. The jeans are ready to wear, Hush from John Lewis. And when I first bought them, I wasn't sure. I felt like black jeans were a bit too formal, but this top somehow adds just enough fun that I feel great in it. So the next outfit, I'm reading my notes here because I've forgotten already. The next outfit that I wanted to show you with this top is one I'm not sure about, so tell me what you think. It's another pair of ready-to-wear jeans, also Hush from John Lewis, and they're bootleg. So I thought this could be quite good because it's a similar silhouette to the Carla loungewear pants, a wide leg with a more fitted silhouette on top. But I'm just not sure on the footwear. I've tried it with a chunky boot and I've tried it with a slimmer boot. Have a look at the footage I've inserted and tell me what you think. The other option I was thinking of was wearing the bootleg jeans with this white top. And then I've tried it with a pair of trainers and cuffed the bottom of those bootleg trousers. So tell me what you think of that look too, because those jeans, I've not been getting as much wear out of them as I would like. And the reason is that they're so long, I have to wear them with heels, and my lifestyle is just not particularly well suited to heels. So I would wear jeans with either of those boots or trainers and either of these tops, for example, to school when I go and help out there. And yeah, I just wonder if I would get more use out of them if I hemmed them shorter. Let me know what you think. So on to some more outfits with this white top. As I say, I made it originally to go with the autumnal floaty skirt, and I love it. I wear that outfit all the time. So the next outfit I put together was an office outfit. This is something I would wear to call into the office, still go and pick the girls up out and about. And that is an Atoria mini skirt that I made. Wow. At the start of my sewing career, it was one of the first things I ever made. So 11 years ago. I still think it looks current. Don't tell me if it doesn't. Um, but yeah, I just think this is a really nice, comfortable, but smart enough for my office at least outfit. So I was so pleased when I realised that this colour matched the check and the skirt perfectly. Another outfit from this one top that I only intended to go with one thing. Say I've been to the office wearing that fitted skirt, tights, and I get home after a long day. I just want to snuggle up. Well, I can leave the top on and just throw these trousers on. These are the Anima pants from Paper Cut Patterns. You've probably seen them before because I've had them for a long time. The sizing isn't quite right on this pair. I've messed with them since and made subsequent pairs, but I do love these for just around the house. And with Christmas coming up, we have house guests coming to stay, and this to me is the perfect loungewear outfit. There comes a point in the day where I just want to put my pajamas on, but in the winter, I would usually wear my robe over my pajamas for warmth, and I just don't feel right with house guests wearing full on pajamas and a robe of an evening. I just feel it gives like I'm going to go to bed vibes. I'm probably overthinking it, but anyway, this on the other hand is something I can change into, and I feel like I'm wearing cozy pajamas, but I'm warm enough without a robe on that, yeah, I just feel like I can still properly host. I do love this outfit, and I would wear this to run and pick the kids up from school. I probably wouldn't wear it out and about running errands because these trousers, they are kind of bright, and I have seen a few people do double takes when I wear them. So yeah, I'd stop at the post office or something. But I wouldn't wear them out like all day for meeting a friend and running errands. You know what I mean. So for that kind of day, meeting a friend out and about, running errands, I wear this top often with another pair of ready to wear jeans. You'll be surprised, but they're Hush from John Lewis. I know, I'm very brand loyal. What can I say? I find something I like, I'm done. I don't need to keep searching. Every time I need new jeans, I just go back to John Lewis, look in the Hush concession, sorted. So these are kind of a boyfriend style jeans, and yet again, the Astoria just seems to look great with them. I wore this actually to meet a friend for coffee not long ago, and as we were saying goodbye in the car park to go and pick up our respective children, she said to me, that outfit, I love it. It's giving cool mum on the school run vibes. Wow, let me tell you. My main hobbies are crochet and sewing, so no one's ever called me cool in my life. So I love that compliment. I will take it. Thank you very much. I just feel great in this look. And the last one I have to show you is my recent make of some Vogue cargo pants. And again, I just think this top looks really good with them. I have had some suggestions on the trousers because I wasn't too sure on them when I first finished them. And I do think I'm going to add some patch pockets to the back. One of my lovely commenters suggested it, and I do think it would minimise the droopy effect I've got going on there. I don't know, if you think it's a terrible idea, tell me. But yeah, I do think I'm going to add some pockets to those. There is something I forgot to tell you about this version. I did add some extra to the side seams. So when I came to cut this out, I realised that this fabric has a lot less stretch than the grey. I didn't want to go up a size because, as I said, I was already kind of making one size bigger because I measured a small in the bust and I was making a medium. So I didn't want to go up to a large because I thought the shoulder points would be off. And I've got to tell you, that was the correct decision. What I did instead was when I cut out, I laid out the pattern pieces, and then on the side seams only, I just cut 1 centimetre away from the edge of the paper pattern piece. So I added 1 centimetre to all side seams, which gave me 4 centimetres around, and I'm very happy with this fit. It's not as snug as intended, but that's what I wanted. I will also say I did not change the length of this at all. This is as per the pattern. So you might be like, well, why are you mentioning it then, Hayley? The reason is I usually take 4 centimetres off a bodice. Did I yell that then? Sorry. But seriously, I have a very short torso. I normally take 4 centimetres off everything. I took nothing off this and I'm happy with where it hits. So just beware if you're making this and you don't want it really cropped, measure before you cut. So they're all of the outfits that I put together with my 2 Astoria jumpers. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of those and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.